We better call Noon over first. It is fine for both of you to take the elevator. Oh, there won't be any problems. My neurocapsular range also extends to the upper floor, so there's no problem. Really? Then I guess we'll go ahead and ride on. Yes. Okay, let's go, Henry. Wherever this is. You're both here. What the? How did you already get up here? I can go anywhere within my neurocapsular range. That's pretty handy. However, this floor marks the end of my range. Any higher from here I will have no choice but to travel with my main body. I see. I've shut down a majority of the security cameras on this floor, except for one. Which one's that? It's in a corridor where the security is too strong for me, and it's out of my reach. While I could manually destroy the security camera on the spot, doing so will trigger another system. That's why I advise against it. Yeah, let's not do that. This is the information I was able to obtain from the floor below us. Now there's something I'd like to ask first. What is it? I simply want a clarification on what our objective is. What our objective is, huh? Yeah, it's essential to ensure everyone's on the same page here. Alright, here's a rundown of the goals, in no particular order. 1. Stop the emergence of Purgatory. 2. Rescue Emma. 3. Get rid of as many spiders as possible. Number 3 is the most important one. 4. Take down Oliver. And 5. Escape. These are our 5 objectives in a nutshell. When I think on it, taking care of the spider problem as well as Oliver may prove difficult. Especially with so many spiders around, it seems next to impossible. There's an easier way to get rid of the spiders. There is. Could we not just unleash poisonous gas? Poisonous gas? Ah, I see what you're getting at. So what should we do? Where do we start? Good point. If we can, I'd like rescuing Emma to be a top priority. Emma, you mentioned that name before. Is she the girl who was briefly with you? Yeah, that would be her. Do you know if she's still alive? She still lives, but she has been captured. Damn. If you want to rescue her, you may be... Oh no, that may be best left as your last step. Why is that? She's being held far away, on a floor far higher above ours. Seriously? Well, that sucks. On the contrary, it means all of us nowhere near us. As the idiom goes, when the cat's away the mice will play. Yes. So it seems your initial objectives are to stop the emergence of Purgatory and get rid of the spiders with poisonous gas. Seems so. Good, now we know what we're doing, we just gotta put it into motion. Even after saying that, if we don't hurry, Emma's life will be in jeopardy. I'll go on ahead and shut down whatever systems I can. Abel, I'll be monitoring you as you explore. Rest assured, if anything dangerous happens, I'll let you know through my piece of flesh you're carrying. What a sentence. Roger that. Thanks for your help. Okay, I'll go on ahead. Mind Emma. Oof. Gone, but not forgotten. Except kinda forgotten, actually. You know, I'd really prefer for Noon to be here working together with us. But it is what it is. Anyway, let's go, Henry. Nods. What's in this store? In fact, it's been a long time since I've saved it, so yeah, that was like almost an hour of gameplay there. I don't want to see any more dead bodies, that's all. No, it doesn't seem as if there's anything else other than that, so let's just leave, I guess. Yep. What the hell is this place? This is the execution grounds, otherwise known as a processing plant. Are you saying this is where all the criminals get killed? Precisely 0.25% of all criminals are processed through here. The dead bodies are then discarded through the hole to the far right, which brings them to me. I'm sorry, but I don't need to know that. Also, do not worry, there are no security cameras in here. That's good, at least. Well, nothing to write home about in here anyway, so let's just leave, I guess. Abel, wait. What is it? If you go any further that way, you'll be caught on camera. No way. If anything outside of my area of influence will be under Oliver's jurisdiction. You must be careful. Gotcha. Same text again. Oh well, not gone that way then. Is this the right way to go? Yes, keep going. Okay. Okay. There she is. We're back at this place. How's that progressing so far now? Does she not notice I'm standing here? She's actually just playing the Binding of Isaac. Abel, that's one of my dummied monsters. Really? I've shut down all the security cameras and alarm systems in this area at a time, Abel. It will only be a matter of time before Oliver notices something is wrong. Hold on a second. Noon, which one is your main body? I can't tell any of you apart. My real body's the one right in front of you. I see. Anyway, I guess since we're here right now, we might as well stop the emergence of Purgatory. Yes, I'll see what I can do. Please give me a few minutes. The dummied monster next to you is hard at work on it. But didn't Oliver state that it can all be accomplished with a push of a single button? That's rubbish. Everything that man says is almost always a lie. Do not believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. That figures. Thank you, Noon. You've helped us more than enough. You are welcome. I'm doing my utmost because I wish to go out with you. That's kind of her. Okay. Love rival. By the way, this path will take you forward, Abel. Isn't that a pipe? Can you even call it a path? Yes, it should lead to the exhaust vents, or something like that. I mean through there. Yes, if you go through there you can bypass most of the security cameras. In a sense, it's the safest route. I see. Then we might as well traverse through here. Alright, then follow me. You're fine. I guess we don't have much of a choice. This is me also just now realising this is the same part we jumped off earlier. Took me long enough to notice that. Really? Yes. Unfortunately so. Staff only. Seems legit. Let's go. Abel, this path leads up to the next floor. We still have things to do here first. Let's go in the opposite direction for now. Got it. Oops. On that note though, let's actually have a skim through the inventory to be... Not too much has changed since the last time that we skimmed through here. Well, fair enough. Might be able to unlock it if we had some sort of key. How goes it? Now if I hit the enter key. Okay, I've unlocked this area. And for the final step, once the dummied monster over there presses the stop button. What was that then? Everything is functioning normally. It is now stating the following. Are you sure you want to shut down the Emergence of Purgatory project? And there, we have successfully stopped the Emergence of Purgatory, Abel. That's great news. We expected no less from you, Noon. And that means Henry and I didn't do jack shit. You're bad. At least he's honest. Actually, I'm the one who owes you both an apology. I'm very sorry. What do you have to apologise for? What's going on with the door? It seems Oliver's taken over the controls of the system. That bastard. Did he catch on to what we're doing? And the dummied monsters I had over there will not be of use to you anymore. Abel, you're on your own from here. Okay, we got this. As I no longer have access to my dummied monsters, I do not have the means to act as proficiently as I did before, so... Anyway, I will have to ask you to assist me from here on out. Thank you. So, then, where do we go from here? There's an AC control room at the end of this pipe passage. We're gonna head there. I see. For the poisonous gas, huh? Yes, you are correct. But before we do, we're gonna have to manually close some of the vents first. So we'll be stopping there. Okay, sounds like a plan. By the way, how are we gonna find some of this poisonous gas? I have it taken care of. Do not worry. Probably a typo there. Okay. Now, follow me. Nope, that's locked as well. Figures. Skipped through that by accident. My apologies. Oh, meanwhile. Ah. I was about to say, man's a rectangle. Unfortunate. Absolute rhombus. Now what? Hey, well, there's a lever inside that room over there. I need you to pull it. Then we can proceed to the AC control room. Okay. Hurry. Is something wrong? Yes, it appears some of the lookout dummied monsters over there were wounded. And now, it's coming this way. Oh crap. Oliver's making full use of the system controls and is unlocking all sorts of things. What will happen once he releases all of them? He's going to set free the demon who's currently locked in isolation. It will be very bad for us. The bastard. He's doing everything in his power to take us down. Ebel, I will stay in the lookout. Hurry ahead. Got it. Henry, let's not waste a single minute. This'll be the, yeah. I say this'll be the lever. Ebel, we're in trouble. It's coming. Need to get away from here now. Right. Let's get out here and fast. Ebel, go on ahead. What are you gonna do now? I will stay here and keep it busy. It will be alright. This body's just a dummied monster. Are you sure you can win against it? Not likely. Then what's the point? Dummied or not, you're coming with me. Ah, okay. Oh. When the game has a save pop-up come up automatically. This is never a good sign. Ebel, it's right behind us. Ah. Ah. Hey, what the hell is that thing? That's D103, or D013 I should say. It's a demon that likes to eat people. We have no chance in defeating it. Even if Henry and I were to team up and fight it together, it will still have the upper hand and kill us. So even with both your strengths combined, it's impossible. But I have a plan. Ebel, just run away for now. There's nothing I can do if it catches up to us. Got it. Well, let's get a move on. Oops. Oh Jesus, it's quick. God, it's hard to do exact movements because it's like most RPG Maker games have tile movement, whereas this game has half tile movement. Hey Noon, I don't mind running away, but isn't there anything we can do to fight back? That's why we're doing it here. Everything's going according to plan. What do you mean? Abel, just keep going. Okay. Oh, stonks. Alright, it worked. What's with all the flames? I don't get exactly what happened, but good work. Those flames are definitely going to burn it to ashes. Well, whatever the heck happened here, looks like we got our monster problem under control. Ebel, let us get out of here. Right. Dude, holy fuck, that was the loudest thing ever. Phew. Those fire blasters back there were unbelievable. Yeah, blew the lugs right off me. Man, we were lucky to have ran across them. We'd be toast if not for them. Actually, it wasn't that. I get it now. You knew all about them, so that's why we went down this passage. Yes. That device is a flame projector. It was originally used to get rid of any D-types that attempt to escape. So it's a trap meant to handle escaping demons. That's correct. It is designed to stop what they designate as demonic hazards, and that's why we went down this pipe passage. The structure was designed specifically so if there was a breakout, all the D-types can easily pass through. Basically, if a demon escapes, someone can guide them here so they'll be taken care of. Yes, this is exactly what that means. Wait, but now aren't you a D-type too? Why weren't you burnt to a crisp when we passed through the flame projector? Hehe. Could it be before stopping the emergence of Purgatory, you also did some adjustments to those devices? Yes, that's correct. I modified the program's source code during that time. Program? Source code? Well, whatever you did, you certainly came prepared. I'm confident in my own abilities. However, this technical processing comprehension is not innate to me. You must have absorbed some pretty proficient victims to obtain these skills. That's correct. Ebel, the door over there leads to the AC control room. And we finally made it. Now all we need is some poisonous gas to get rid of the spooders on the upper levels. Before that, we should deactivate the flame projectors. You mean that lever? Should I go pull it? Yes, once you pull on the lever, it will stop the flames. Okay, let's turn it off then. She's the master hacker. I thought it's because it's a dummy that it didn't work. I figured that was the case as well. They must also be classed as demons in their own right then. This should stop the flames. Handy. Lots of words I cannot comprehend. Yeah, there's a lot of long words in this game. Confusing ones at that. And there. All that's left to do is distribute the poisonous gas. You know, I've been curious for a while now. Where exactly is this poisonous gas? It is inside of me. To put it simply, I'm going to mutate my cells to produce a toxin. I didn't understand a single thing you said. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you now. Okay. Alright, and just like that. Ebel, Henry, is something the matter? Noon, where the heck did these giant things come from? These are some of my cells I have attached to the walls. Then I had my cells multiply automatically in order to make them larger. There's no limits to what you can do. Very nonchalant about the whole thing. I'm a demon after all, so I do what demons do. No kidding. Ebel. Now then, we have to go back the way we came and head upward. Right. So all that remains of our objectives is to rescue Emma and take down Oliver. And once they're accomplished, we can finally get out of here. I agree, we're almost there. Abel, let us get to the upper floors as soon as possible. The more time you waste, the further Oliver will be ahead. Yeah, let's get moving. Seems as if there's not too much left to go. You cannot go that way. There's something over there. The way that lies ahead, or the way ahead, leads to a multitude of traps lying in wait. Even a demon would find it difficult to break through so many traps. Yeah, fair enough. Are you wondering if any demons have actually passed through? Yes, there was just one. Who? E033. Yeah. Of course. What happened? You both looked exasperated. No, it's just that we're just tired, and I really hate that thing. Understandable. Have a nice day. Gonna get another drink real quick. Don't think there's too much left of the game to go. Maybe like another half hour to hour, something like that, so might as well just carry on. Finish the whole game off today. Lovely, indeed. Starting to get used to this whole reading on stream business. My throat isn't like nearly as bad as it was from the first part of the playthrough. Okay, I unlocked it. Looks like I won't need this iron key anymore. Same again. Well, that's good. And then it's this way? Yes. What's with that giant hole over there? That hole was created by D013. Thanks to it, the tentacles that come from my dwelling are able to extend my neurocapsular range even further. Dwelling? Are you referring to that massive wall of flesh of yours? Indeed, you could say it's my home. So what, is this dwelling of yours capable of? It can destroy, disrupt, take away controls, or etc. from all sorts of systems. Definitely sounds like something that'll come on hand. Definitely sounds like something that'll come in handy in our current state. That's better. Oops. Finger just slipped off the key. If you enter up ahead, you can go upstairs to the next floor, but the shutters are closed. How will we open them? Leave it to me. Whatever that language is, but it means open the door anyway. I ain't gonna attempt to pronounce that because I don't want to butcher another language. We've done this earlier. Oh, this is tough. Evil. Phew, it is open. Now we can continue. Well, you've got to open at least, even if you had to use some force. If I were to open it with just this dummied monster's body alone, it would not have been possible. I had to resort to using my dwelling. Anywhere my home reaches will expand my influence further. And how about we also take control of all the levels below us? That would be a bit of a challenge for me. Yeah, let's forget about it. Seems as if I can go down here though. Ah, you can. What was this? Thank you for this offering. Are you actually going to eat it? What a wonderful meal. You absolutely didn't have to do that. That wasn't really eating, as much as you just swallowed an entire corpse whole with your tentacles. Yes, however, this man had suffered too much brain damage. Therefore, there are no memories for me to absorb. I specifically told you should not be eating any more dead bodies. Well, that was casual. I ain't even gonna examine the rest of them. Dieting time. Hey Noon, I know I probably don't want to know, but what is this place? Apparently this is an execution chamber. Perhaps they use this place to trap or lock away both criminals and demons in here. Then they would just sit back and enjoy the rest. That sort of place, you know. These people need better hobbies. That's a save from me. Oh, it's a demon itself. Although you probably could have guessed that. 005. Isn't that one of those monsters? Yes, this is the demon, E005. Henry, are you alright? Well, as long as you do it no harm, this demon's practically harmless. But that's good. Really? You're saying this thing's friendly? Yes, even if you were to touch it, you'll be okay. Looking straight at me. This is freaking me out. I hate it. I wouldn't consider myself a fan. I don't know why, but it looks like the monster's trying to tell us something. But inhuman beings are outside my area of expertise. Noon, do you understand it? I can, somehow or another. It's saying, give me something. Give it something? Give it what, I wonder? I don't think it matters what, just as long as you give it something. What the heck does that mean? I don't get what giving it anything's supposed to do. I don't think there's any deeper meaning behind it, because it's an imperfect demon. Why not give it something in good faith? Even if you put it that way. What exactly do we have we can give to it? Well, we don't need these anymore. Would you like this map of the spider lair area and this piece of paper with 16 squares on it? It doesn't seem impressed. It has no need for paper. It's staring at these pieces of paper with an intense fixation. How scary. It was wondering if you have anything else. Want something else? I don't think I have anything else left on me. Give it the pipe. Henry, what are you doing? Henry tied her ribbon to it. Why? Ah, bless. Look at that. Grab a body. Take that. Henry, seriously, what are you doing? It's going off in one. It's hype, PogChamp, etc. Okay, I don't think it likes that. We should take it off. Able, you're wrong. It is happy about it. Seriously, I had no clue. What, you can't tell? Look at it. I really can't tell if it's happy at all, even though you say it is. Are you sure? Probably. Hey now. Are you really happy about that rib? We may never know, but we're going to leave it on it, because it's a blended fashion accessory. And we can't even go that way. Well, what a lovely guy he was. Don't eat that body. I'm gonna go this way. Oh wait, have we been here? We have been here? Have we? No. Even if there was electricity supplied to it, you still don't want to take this elevator. Only takes you down to the lower levels. Seriously. But this green sign, doesn't it mark this elevator as an emergency exit? Yes, it has an emergency exit sign, but they are fake. Fake. Most people who don't understand the building structure will end up dying on their own, but they also use these emergency exit signs as a trap in case any intruders survive, and it appears it works as intended. So it's to dupe people like us then. This is exactly the case. God damn it. Well, unfortunate. That was a rather interesting interaction. It certainly was. Quite light-hearted actually. Makes a change from, like, everything else. He says, as we go through the, like, wall of bodies. Ah, speaking of. A lot of stairs. I'd be knackered going up that. It feels like we finally made it to the top. We are still in the lower levels though. Stop forcing high school students like us to despair and face the harsh realities of the world, please. Oh god, more stairs. This is probably a trap then? But even is that? Hey, there's something over there. This one is D014. This demon is completely immobile, but will eat any prey that happens to touch or interact with it. Physical attacks are ineffective against it, so the only way to kill it is by burning it. Very similar to 015, another demon that's a mass wall of flesh. Of course, my dwelling would easily swallow up those lesser wall of flesh demons and use them for sustenance. Okay, let's turn back. Yeah, that probably is enough information about that. Wall of flesh confirmed to be buffed. Hey, actually gone up. This is an improvement. Oh. The demonic axe has been restored. Based. Oh, that nearly scared the crap out of me. That axe of yours, it is incredible and so alive. So even if that weapon were to be destroyed, it could always restore itself with time. Really? I cannot believe that actually happened to you. And then? I'm sorry to interrupt all this excitement, but I think we should keep moving. It looks like Edry and Noon are both getting along just fine. Is it because they're demons? You're correct, we do not have time to stop and stand around. Bless. Big gang. Ah, those gates over there. Let it also be known that I didn't pop up the save menu that time either. Whenever the game does it by itself, it's like almost always a bad sign. Hello Royal, how much have I missed? Where to start? Where do I start? Oliver is an android robot with a rifle for an arm. He's in charge of like a massive demon wall thing that spawns other demons. who happens to be controlled by the person you've just seen called Noon, who is actually a good person. I ain't good at describing this, but that's about the best I can say. Yeah, this is one of the stronger demons in the facility, but they are like very human, or well, they used to be a human, but they've opted to help us rather than be a demon person. I've got nothing. That's about as much as I can say. Where did Emma go? She ran away and got captured again, and we still haven't found her. The doors are open. Is that a bad thing? It is bad. Extremely bad. Because they are open, the spiders escaping from the poisonous gas may come this way. And if they happen to get past here, there's a chance they could escape above into the city and wreak havoc. What? We need to close this place up as soon as possible. Those spiders are bad enough on their own, but won't they bring the poisonous gas along with them? You need not worry about that. Oh, also yes, we're trying to gas out all the spiders to kill all of them. That's the plan. In order to reach this point, the spiders will need to go through the pipes where blood is constantly flowing. Therefore, the poisonous gas cannot make it this far. Regardless, the spiders still pose an issue. I love the disappointed again you said when mentioning Emma. She has genuinely just either been rude or missing the whole game, and nowhere in between. I don't see any coming this way. How about we go close down these gates now? Understood. Let me give it a try. In the meantime, I need both of you to keep an eye out. I'll try to close them as quickly as I can. Right. Alright, it's just me and you, Henry. You and I are going to be the vanguard if any spiders come this way. Rather, I'm not really meant for the front lines, but you are. Am I still going to be a burden to Henry? At this point it kinda hurts. And Henry's been pushing herself so hard just for us to make it this far. I can't stand this. I know this is going to be an incredibly stupid call, but I'm the de facto leader here. Henry, I'll be the one leading the charge here. That is stupid. And I want you to act as my support, please. What I'm trying to say is I'll be the one to fight on the front lines while you cover me from behind. Nani? But yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I really shouldn't be putting myself in that situation. Even she knows. I hate how useless I am. There's nothing I can do in cases like this. There has to be at least something I can do to help. What can I do to help out? I think I got it. Just starts Fortnite dancing behind her. Henry, Noon, please hear me out here. I'm not good at putting it into words, but I at least want to say, we're all going to make it out of here alive. That's all. The motivator. Ebel, is it really okay to say something so meta? What do you mean? It is the timing of that statement. Is that not something of a death flag? Oh. Oh, here we go. No. Spiders incoming. GG, no re. Ebel, what is the situation? There are 3 spiders. I can't see if there's any more approaching yet. Understood. Henry, I need you to take care of them. Nods. Ebel, continue to tell me the situation. But the moment it gets dangerous, run. Got it. How much time do you need, Noon? If you can buy me 1 minute, that's all I need. 1 minute. Got it. Henry, you hear that? If we can hold out for a minute, we can win. Defend the gate at all costs. Monkey Balloon Tower Defense 5. Alright, here's what I should do. I'll have to watch Henry carefully and make sure she doesn't go too far ahead. And I should stay out of her way as much as possible. We got this. Okay. Yo. Is it cat jam time? Rat jams? She killed those giant spiders in the blink of an eye. It's amazing what a demon can do. Henry, 2 spiders at the front. Top one? Don't go too far ahead. No freaking way. This is awesome. What's going on? Is she looking for something? Oh, you have to be kidding me. This one, I guess? Oh, yo! Oh, you saved me. What a beast. I'm happy you're safe. The rats and cats jammed together. Abel, what were you doing out there? You should have stayed closer to me. My bad. No, you didn't mess up at all, Henry. You were kicking ass out there. I'm just glad Noon was also here to save my skin. Praise me more. That arm, though. Sorry, but we don't have time for that. This isn't good. There's a whole ton of them. Noon, how's the gates coming along? Just fine. We've already won this. This tune is going hard. You did it. Jesus Christ. Now then. All I have to do is... Well, that'll do it. Destroy this thing and we are done. This soundtrack, indeed. So is everyone alright? Naturally. Say, Noon, despite Oliver being able to control everything remotely, you were still able to close the gates here. That's because this place is safe from outside influences, ergo Oliver cannot control it remotely. So once I destroyed the gates after they were closed, these gates are now permanently shut and can no longer be opened. You could say this is the perfectly sealed tight chamber. I see. Now then, Abel, Henry, we've lost a lot of time, so let us get moving. You never know what Oliver might be scheming next. He's right, let's hurry, but be cautious. Nods in agreement. Well, that sure was something. Henry, there's a shower room up ahead. Go in and wash the blood off. Abel, what is it? Do you have something you want to say? I cannot wait to see the sky. Is that what you want to say? Abel, you really do know what other people are thinking. You're so cool. Come on now, don't you also have a similar ability? Well, so much for buttering you up. Anyway, do you mind if I talk to you about Oliver for a moment? Sure, go ahead. Thank you. It's just our biggest obstacle will be Oliver's left arm. Yeah, I know what you mean. What do you call a thingy? What do you call that thingy on his arm? It looks somewhat like a cannon. It's an AMR, anti-material rifle. As long as he wields it, we are at a huge disadvantage. That is why first and foremost we need to do something about it. Just everyone get a real cannon, that'll fix it. After that, our following priorities will be his right arm, shoulder, hips and legs, essentially his entire body. Since he will be equipped with ERA, explosive reactive armour. This is why close combat is essentially useless. Explosive reactive armour, does that mean it explodes? ERA is a special type of protective armour that responds to any strong impacts with an explosion to mitigate damage. When used in close combat, the one who takes damage in the end will be the attacker, and not the receiver. So then what would happen if I were to hit him with my metal pipe? He would be utterly obliterated. Well, good effort. No way. Now you mention it, I recall Henry stating she might not be able to beat Oliver. Maybe that's the reason why. I wonder if it's because Henry's instincts somehow have sensed the impending danger. and that's why she realised it would be wise to not attempt any attacks on Oliver. I see. Do you know this information yourself, or was it absorbed from a victim? Neither, actually. I obtained this information from reading the data available on the mother computer on the lower levels. Very smart. Well, certainly seems like we've got something to show for all our snooping around. Be sure to share this information with Henry, okay? Yeah, but I've already told her. When did this happen? Abel? Yes? What do you think about me? Oh Lord. Well, you're a very good friend to me, and you've helped me out on more than one occasion. And Henry? Why are you bringing her up? Hehe. Abel. Henry is all on her own in the depths of Purgatory. What she needs most is a helping hand, one guided by you. Well, those are very profound words. I have no idea what you're trying to convey. Really, surely you of all people should be able to understand. Especially when you can read into the emotions and feelings of other people. Good day, sir. Yes, your clothes are clean now, however, they are still wet. Okay, I will dry them. What? She's equipped with that sort of... She just has hair dryers. How is it? Are they dry now? They are still a bit damp, but please bear with it. Bruh. Now then, Abel, Henry, let's get a move on. What's wrong? We might be in a spot of trouble. Oh, that didn't take long. What? Abel, not that way. Okay. I'll save it first before we go any further. Why not that way though? Ah. Okay. Space. I never thought D033 would find us. Henry Noon, what are you two doing? Come on quickly. This demon is persistent. Henry and I will hold it back while you go. You would be making a grave mistake. Both of you get in. I hate that. Yep. It is not among my favourite demon. Why is the elevator not working? Yeah, probably because the front doors are getting bashed in. What's going on? Is it malfunctioning? I do not know. I don't understand why it's not working either. Oh no. Oh, the power's shutting down. What does that mean? I don't think the elevator doors are going to stand for much longer. Damn it, work. Why won't you work? God damn it. Henry. Now that's what I call a bad idea. Henry, you must not do that. Yes, the voice of wisdom. Even if we do happen to survive the fall, we have no means to get back up. That's not what you're doing. So that's your plan? Yes, understood. Then, Henry, go cut that other chain. I will take care of the iron grates in the floor. I think I get what they're trying to do. We might be able to pull this off. I gotta put my trust into these girls. They know what they're doing. Okay, done. Abel, even if something goes wrong, do not move from that spot. Okay. Suddenly gone quiet. That means it's gonna bust through the door. Yep. There it is. Oh shit. Bruh. Oh, get fucked. It worked. That was terrifying. But it's over now. It only dropped down below. It will not be enough to kill it. Of course. Man, that plan seriously saved our butts. You two knew exactly what to do. Get good. Yeah, get good, Spooder. GG. Nearly all of it was thanks to Henry. I would never be able to form such a brilliant idea like she can. No, I'm just truly thankful both of you are here with me. I was completely distraught by your situation back there. It is not just you, Abel. I too felt the same way. I became so overwhelmed I was losing perspective. That is why Henry is the true saviour in all this. Visual embarrassment. By the way, Noon. How were you able to get the iron grates in the floor to fall? Quite simple. I had the gastric acid that I produce inside my body come out my arm and applied it to the gate. That's like stomach acid, right? Yes, it is super strong, enough to dissolve iron in a heartbeat. Henry would have been hard pressed to weaken the grates in time. That's why I took care of them in her place. I really was not quite sure if it would work or not. But you can see the results for yourself. I see, so basically Henry cut down the chains in 2 places while Noon melted the iron grates to have the flooring drop. Galaxy brain. I don't know how to best put this, but it seems like you're used to doing this, Henry. I want to have your mental fortitude and ability to take action. Please give me your power. The threat has been confirmed to have subsidized. We will resume power. Surely we can't still use the elevator in this state. Oh, it's working again. Be careful not to fall. Yeah, got it. What an elevator this is. Seems we've all made it in one piece. I will build a bridge to the door. Wait a moment. Sure. There, we can safely cross over now. Still, do make sure not to fall off. It would be stupid to come this far only to fall, so we'll be careful. Imagine the scenes. We're finally here. Where are we? Here is where you can find the girl caught by Oliver. So Emma's on this floor. She is, rather, I think she is. Oliver's here too, I believe. So that bastard is here. Well, of course he is. Is he know we're here? I could not say. The path we took to get here did not have any security cameras. But we did stop the emergence of Purgatory and got rid of the spiders. And I also rewrote substantial pieces of the source code for one of the systems, so let me say I think it's safe to assume he knows we're coming. Basically he's aware we're coming but doesn't know exactly where we are right now. Would that be a fair assumption? I believe so. We can use this opportunity to go and save Emma. This is where the real work begins. Abel, Henry, let's give it a roll. Yeah. Is this the future? For some reason this reminds me of the core from Undertale. You know the bit? This path leads to a facility that's used for managing and holding D-types of more significance. I believe the girl you call Emma is up ahead. Why do you think that? I checked on it numerous times when I was working on the mother computer at the lower levels. Basically you're saying that when you were looking, you happened to come across this facility. And that's where you last saw Emma alive. I've told you all I know. Past that I don't know myself. I guess the rest lies solely within... well, the rest lies solely on Oliver's whim. That's the one. Yeah, then let's hurry and rescue Emma. Yeah, the colours and stuff like that give me mad Undertale vibes. Like something that's just ridiculously like futuristic out of nowhere. I know it's up ahead that you have to go, but I like exploring. I remember this part for earlier in the game actually. Like you come down the ladder but you can't go there. I believe it was right at the start that part was. How long have we been streaming out? 2.5 hours? Jesus. Well, as mentioned previous, I don't think we're too far for the end now, so I'll carry on until this is finished. And that'll be me for today. Suddenly. My eyes. Just a big telly with no signal. Ah. Damn. Who he? Well, I'll just pretend I never saw that. Minecraft funness in there. Oh. I'll just get a walk around here. I can't actually interact with anything. Oh wait, we're here again. Fair. Oh. That gave me a fright. Not gonna lie. There was another part through here. Abel, what is it? I believe that man's beyond this point. You mean Oliver? Yes. Maybe a bit late to ask, but do we have a strategy? Henry? Right, let us move forward. Okay. What's this? Did they already plan something? In that case, I'm going to go up the stairs then, so I can see what's going on. I'll make a save though, in case I, for whatever reason, can't go back. Ah. Yeah. Nah. No. Thanks. No. Thanks. See? That's lovely. Just letting you two know, I'll only be holding you back. Do not worry, for you'll be useful this time, Abel. Really? With headphones on, it's so much worse. Don't gotta tell me twice. It pans like it goes from left to right. Don't like it. So you're finally here. I was beginning to think you'd never arrive. Calm down, Robocop. Oliver. Well now. E029, you've done well to make it this far. You were able to shut down most of the security cameras on the lower levels. You also completely annihilated my versatile spiders in the mid levels. And you also rewrote the source code to my main system. I had the backup, but it took an awful lot of time. And I'm glad to hear that. Now then. Oh, Henry, your right arm. E029, does that mean you healed it? Yes, I had. I wasn't aware my creation was capable of such a feat. This is a great discovery. My name is not D029, it's Nuin02. I'm also shocked to see her responding so properly. Not only that, she's also taken on a full humanoid form. She's different from the D029 I know. That's because I was always putting on various acts around you. I did not want you to catch on. And I'm pleased to hear about your vigilance. It proves to me you have a high level of intelligence. I don't believe I even need the emergence of Purgatory any longer. Eh? What do you mean by that, Oliver? The true purpose of the project was to stimulate D029 and encourage her growth. However, it's very clear now that it's not needed, especially when she's already so close to becoming a perfect demon. Now I just need to take this data, then my role here will come to a close. Abel? What? I must thank you. You've been a huge inspiration to her, as I'd predicted. Keeping you alive was the right choice in the end. So all of this was completely orchestrated by you. You have the brains and abilities to inspire her. I expected her to take an interest in you. And just like that, I set the course for you to become the target of her fascination, Abel. And at the same time, I will gain control of D029. That was the plan from the start. However, these results were beyond my expectations. As it turns out, D029's intelligence is equal to that of humans, if not surpassing it, much to my surprise. You've exceeded my expectations. But this is where it ends. Gradual baseline in the distance. D029, I'm going to restrain you and take this data. And Abel, I give you my regards for delivering her to me like this. Sorry to say, this is as far as you go. I was merciful once before, but now I'm done going easy on you. Flounder about as much as you please. Henry. Oof. Bop a clock. Ah. What? You protected yourselves against my anti-material rifle? Now, Henry. You know it will be pointless, Henry. I have the best countermeasure. His left elbow joint. The betrayal hurts. Great, now Oliver can no longer use his AMR. Now you need to take care of the rest. I have used up too many of my cells. I will not be able to move for a while. Oliver's left arm is short-circuiting so much at this point that even I can easily see all the energy and sparks leaking out of it. If he just so happens to self-destruct, we've got this in the bag. Now then, let's try that again. You bastard. Tell me, DO29, how did you know to do that? I've been observing you all this time, even now. Big cat jams. I see now, the reason why you had Henry aim for my elbow joint is because there's nothing protecting it. Yes. And you formed a shield made of chitinous cell walls to withstand my shot. However, you put so much cells in it to ensure its integrity that now you can't move. Isn't that correct? Now it's just Henry and Abel. Come at me from any direction you'd like. As long as I am equipped with this explosive reactive armour, you have no chance at winning against me. It's the era thing that Nguyen told us about earlier. We need to do something. Decided against it. Then it's my turn to make a move. Throw something. Henry, watch out. His entire body is a big weapon. Henry? Yeah. Abel, Henry needs your help. Jesus, this tune is going off. But, hurry. Got it. This is it. You're not going anywhere, Oliver. What a bop. God damn it, this is too scary. Throw the pipe, you swine. What the? Yeah, tell me one thing. Is this the best you can do? What do you mean? I want to hear you say that you made a folly. EO29 is out of commission. Henry has fainted. You're the only one capable of acting. Yet, this is the course of action you took. Don't you think it's beyond comprehension? You're fighting an opponent you can't even win against. Nani? All you're doing's buying time, but it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Even if Henry were to wake up at this very moment, there's nothing she can do as long as I still have this armour. I'm not gonna let you target my weak points any longer. And haven't you noticed? Noticed what? I've been after you from the very moment we first met. You were? Because you seem to be someone special to these two. But you see, I was aiming at their weak point, you. Once I have your fate in the palm of my hand, I will have control of the entire situation and those girls. Then you realise this is how it always turns out. You will always be my target, every time. So that's why you constantly aimed the AMR at me. But what would be the point of killing me? There's one very simple point. They would have to sacrifice themselves to save you, and by doing so, my shot would have left them incapacitated every single time. Damn you. This is some galaxy brain shit going on here. Now then, what will you do, DO29? Abel's life hangs at my very feet. You know what that means for you, right? Oh wait. What? You've regained the ability to move? It appears the interval between forming the chitinous cell wall is about a minute. But you're too late. Abel, thank you for buying me time. I am ready. To kill Oliver now? Oh, you seem confident this time around. I think you know exactly what will happen if I receive a strong impact. My explosive reactive armour will be activated and Abel here will be caught in the middle of the blast. And if there were truly a way for you to kill me, you should have done so from the beginning. But now the situation's deteriorated even further. How can you possibly expect to kill me? Die. Sorry? My body, it won't obey me. What is happening? What did you do to me? My cells are parasiting yours from the inside. Oh yikes. His power, it is much greater than I anticipated. Parasitism? What nonsense. I never even came into contact with you. No, impossible. There's your right, Oliver. Abel, you bastard. What did you do to me? Answer me, Abel. Oh, it's the bit of flesh that he has, isn't it? You want to know how? I deployed our secret weapon on you. What? Doing O to his flesh, in other words, her cells. Yeah, she gave us that earlier. While you were busy trampling on me and flapping your lips, I stuck it onto you. Since your whole body is made of machinery, you lack one of the 5 senses, the sense of touch. You didn't even notice it, while it was busy parasitizing you. Big word. If only you were made out of flesh and blood, you'd have caught on in an instant. Curse you, Abel. This strength. Henry, wake up. You need to deliver the finishing blow to Oliver. Nods. Well, that was quick. Henry, so you're alright? Curse you. Top 10 anime deaths of all time. Henry, destroy the terminal in the back of Oliver's left eye. If you do that, his brain's maintenance system will cease to function. Do not worry, there's no ERA in there. That cleaver. You were still carrying it on you? He wants you to have your cleaver back. Ah, get fucked. Damn you, Abel. For anyone who hasn't played Purgatory 1, that's who she got the cleaver from in the first game. Is it finally over? I am fine. More importantly, are you injured, Henry? Are you sure you're doing fine? I am glad to hear that. Even despite the fact you were unconscious when Oliver kicked you, you still managed to stand and saved us all. Yeah, you only pretended to faint in order to keep Oliver off guard. I suspected that, to be honest, based on how quickly she stood up. You'd already caught on to my plan from that moment, did you not? Henry, you're even more awesome than I thought you would be. You are so reliable. Simping. Henry, Noon, the two of you alright? Especially you in particular, Henry. It looked like he got you pretty good with that kick. Are you sure about that? Noon, if you have any energy to spare, could you take a look at Henry's entire body? It would be my pleasure. Well, even I knew you were lying without Abel telling me, so I intended to examine you from the start. Henry, you know you can't hide these things from me or Noon. Give it up. Alright, let me know when you're done. Got it. Now then, Henry, take off your clothes. Oh, we're about to get banned. Easy. Okay, you're good to go now, Henry. Roll. It is fine, it is fine. You are in good health. We are done here. Let's take back this cleaver that Henry stabbed Oliver with, just in case. It's better than nothing. The point of this cleaver is not sharp enough to stab anything. Yet Henry had no issue stabbing him with it. No, she must have just used brute strength to force it in. What tremendous power. Abel, you can come back to us now. Ah, right. So, how is Henry holding up? Just some bruises and a few broken ribs. Ah yes, just a few broken ribs. Oh no, that sounds pretty serious. Do not fret, I've already healed up her ribs. She's a demon, and furthermore, she also has my cells inside her. It was an easy fix. Honestly, being a demon is certainly something. Nothing bad, yeah, exactly. Her bruises have healed up quite nicely as well. There's nothing for you to worry about. I see, well, that's a relief. Now, there are 2 more objectives left to do. Rescuing Emma, and then making our escape. What is it? Oliver never mentioned anything about Emma, or where he's holding her. Damn it. It's okay, I have an idea. Leave it to me. Blam. Really? Thank you. I know we're all pretty beat. I need to catch my breath. Once we rescue Emma, all of us can safely leave this place. Nods. Yes. Yes. Oh, you can go behind here. Abel, what is it? I'm sorry to stop you so suddenly, but could you search Oliver's body? Yeah, sure thing. Well, we got the flesh piece back. Phew. You sure seem happy to have it back. Abel. Yeah, I meant to tell you this earlier, but this piece of flesh, it is actually my true form. What? I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. Oh no, come on, that's the first thing you should have told me. You shouldn't have given something so vital to me. What if I crushed it by accident? Whoops. This isn't something you should be saying whoops over. I swear, when we get out of here I'm going to give you a good scolding. Oh. However, thanks to your true form here, we were able to defeat Oliver in the end, so I'll keep the scolding short. Hooray! This true form, it's small, yet amazing. It was able to incapacitate Oliver and keep him from acting. My true body has the power of 255 dummified monsters. On top of that, its cell division rate is 99 times faster than one of them. It is amazingly quick too. My true body functions as a central control of sorts that sends out signals to all my dummied monsters to direct them to move and act. Think of it like this. Your index finger is now one of my dummied bodies able. Your index finger would use the organ called the brain to move around. That should make it clear how this all works. I think I get it. But at the same time, it's hard to wrap my head around. On a scale of 1 to 100, how much of that did you get? 35. Oh, that is low. Surely my explanation was a little better than that. Henry, you're so stingy. Alright, enough fooling around. Let's hurry and rescue Emma. You're right about that. Check memes when you're done. I will do. Emma does deserve it. She does. Get Emma to fuck. And she still struggled to hold him. Remember that. Hey, Noon, what is this thing? This is DO44, an unlimited production medium-sized demon. It has the ability to regenerate over and over again endlessly. Is it aggressive? It is not. DO44 is an imperfect demon that was rendered immobile. It regenerates itself at an alarming rate when injured. That's why this demon has 3 tubes attached to it. These tubes are constantly draining out its blood. That explains why I've been seeing so many blood-filled pools, rivers, and the like all through the facility. Basically, this monster's the source of all the blood that's trying to emulate water. Yes, that's correct. And if we were to stop this one's blood flow, all the imperfect demons in the building would not live long. They would have 1 month at most. That is why you would call DO44 the lifeblood of the D-types. So by stopping the blood flow, the demons in the building could be wiped out over time. But what will happen to you in that case? I may be an imperfect demon, but I am also a cellular demon. As long as I can take on nutrients like a normal human, I can live a semi-permanent life. That's a relief to hear. However, I will lose my dwelling, since it's made up of DO44's blood. No, it will be okay. This must be done. We need this building to be put to a stop in its entirety. We must wipe out all D-types within. That is why we must be prepared. What do you intend to do? I will put an end to the life of all the D-types by my own hands. Starting with this D-type here. Every one of them started off life as a human. Some were subjected to all experiments, some were forced to take drugs, all kinds of things were done. Some lost their sense of self. I skipped that, sorry. I, alone, will put stop to it all. There's no greater reason than that. It's reason enough on its own. Is that okay with you two? Yeah, you've more than justified it. And Abel, Henry, I want to thank you both. Are you ready for me to put an end to it? Yeah. What about the ribbon eye demon? Feels bad, man. Godspeed, soldier. Please don't tell me Henry has to die. Nah, I think she'll be okay. For the same reason that this one will be okay. Or for the same reason Noon will be okay. There, it is over. Let us go. Yeah. She's a perfect demon, isn't she? I think so. As far as memory serves. Where are they keeping you, Emma? Take a turn right here. Then you will find holding cells made of tempered glass. Does that mean Oliver put Emma in there along with those freakish monsters? I cannot say for sure. All I know is that down the path is a spare holding cell. Most likely nothing else was in there. In any case, we should hurry. Oh, just chilling out. There. Hey, Emma, wake up. Yeah, I was gonna say, your voice will not reach her because this glass is soundproof. Figures. How do we open this cell? Gee, I wonder. What is it? It might not be possible. Why do you say that? This lock here cannot be released. Cannot be operated at all. I think the answer's obvious, but is it all of us doing? Correct. Plot twist, Emma got turned into a subject. No. Hopefully not. Don't get me wrong, she's a tube, but ideally we kinda all want to make it out alive. That would be unfortunate. That son of a bitch, even in death he's a pain in the ass. Well, it is our only option. It is. Henry, go ahead and hit that stubborn glass with everything you got. Oof. Looks like that did it. The fact it stood up to several strikes from Henry's axe speaks to how solid the glass was. Is she unconscious? Do you know if Emma's alright? I see, that's good then. Let's get Emma out of this holding cell. Fuck tempered glass. All my homies hate tempered glass. Emma, hey, wake up. She won't wake up. No matter what I do with this machine, it will not work. What were you looking for? I was trying to find out the history of what people in D-types were in that holding cell before, but it was no use. I see. By the way, Noon, can you take a look at Emma? She isn't showing any signs of waking up at all. Let me see. Well? Yeah. Hey, you don't have to kick her. Deserved. Actually what? Where am I? What was I doing? So you finally came to. Emma, does anything feel out of sorts with your body? Abel, is that you? Seems like you're okay right now. Do you know if that bastard Oliver did anything to you? Ah, right, he did take me captive. You were caught, and then what? Then I... Beyond him chasing after me, I can't remember. Kick her again, absolutely. Maybe I just fainted at that point. Not too late, give her another one. I see. Yeah, Henry, are you alright? Your arm is still intact. And what I saw actually was just a dream. Henry's right arm was indeed blown off. Eh, then what's the meaning of this? Look to your left. My left. Hello. Well, of course you'd be surprised. Why? A fair reaction. Why are you stark naked? Yep, there we go. Who are you anyway? I'll tell you everything that happened, including who Noon is. Please stay calm and listen. Abel explained everything that transpired. And that's how it all went down. I'm sorry, I don't think I really get what happened. So this naked girl healed up Henry's arm, and the three of you managed to take down Oliver. Well, at least you seem to be processing it okay. Nope, this is all too much for me to take in at once. I can't keep it all in my head. Just making absolutely positive sure here. Oliver's been defeated. I think it would be accurate to say we destroyed him. I guess so. Anyway, we shouldn't be sticking around here for too long. I can clear up any details once we're out of here. Did you finally find a way out? Allow me to handle that. At least put on some clothes first. I do not have any. Abel is wearing 2 layers of shirts, just have him lend you one of his. Even though it looks like I'm wearing 2 different layers, it's actually all one shirt, sorry. Abel, you are the absolute worst. It's not my fault. I have seen shirts like that in real life, the man tells the truth. Alright, let's get on with it. I believe we passed an elevator on the way here. We should go that way. Got it. Look at this gang. Big squad. Me and the lads rolling up to Witherspoons when the lockdown's finished. Oh no, wait, I remember this room. This was right at the start of the game, isn't it? Henry, if you don't mind. Abel getting kicked out of the menu frame, and he knows it. That face. Like if I go this way, yeah, this is literally where we are at the start. So we've made it back here, finally. We shouldn't let our guard down till we're safely out of here. At least this part does connect like directly to the top, I guess, because we jump in the hole from like the ground level, do we want to call it that? The surface. Like we jump from the surface to here, so it's not far off. I'll need to find wherever that is then, I suppose. Why is this hatch closed off? It is possible Oliver closed it from afar by remote control. Not like I planned for us to go down there, but with everything happened so far, it's making me anxious. Anyway, we should focus on getting to the exit. Oh, that's broke. Did someone tamper with it? I believe Oliver had done something to it remotely. Son of a bitch, even in death he gets in our way. Is this going to be the same? Perhaps this is Oliver's handiwork? Yes. Wait, it's all Oliver? Always has been. Let me guess, it's Oliver's handiwork? There is no mistaking it. What an obnoxious bastard. Where to go? I don't imagine it's anywhere back here. I believe Oliver closed it off when we were in the lower levels. More of his handiwork. We're getting into meme territory now. Have we tried here? Nope. Would be anything here, would it? But you can go up here. Yes. What a strange room. Oh well, to each their own. Ah wait, here we are. Smashing. All of the 6 previous dialogues had Oliver in them. All saying how much of a pain he is. Understandable. Just gave me a chuckle that they reiterated it every single time. But you could feasibly guess it after like the first or second one. Here we go. Now this, I do remember from playing it in Japanese. Might be able to do something here that you might get a chuckle out of. You shall see. What's this place? Could it be this area's control room? If so, this could potentially open up all the doors leading to the exit. Can you do that? Security for the locks is pretty strict, but I think I can manage. How much time will you need? 10, maybe 20 minutes. Got it. Noon, I'm sorry for relying on you so much to finish the job. Okay, I do not mind. Hey, Abel. What's up? You sure we can trust her? You mean Noon? Yeah. Emma, you've only just met her, so it's natural you might not trust her. But Noon has proven to be more credible than I expected, so I trust her wholeheartedly. Even though she's stark naked. Let's not touch on that. Is there something wrong there? There is. There is what? There's something heading this way and it's fast approaching. It's picking up reactions from all these sensors. What the hell could it be? Do you think? No, it cannot be. Oh, come the fuck on. You've got to be kidding me. So that DO33 monster finally came back for us. And especially when we're so close to getting out of here. Then, what would be the worst case scenario in our current situation? It would be that DO33 charges in here and destroys all the machines before I could get the shutters open. Then it will start killing all of us one by one. That's our worst case scenario. And what's the best course of action? That would be... Say no more, fam. I understand. See that ad lib there? I'll do it. Yeah, Abel, wait just a moment. You do not have to do it. Abel, just what do you intend to do? I intend to do what Noon thinks is best right now. And that is to distract DO33. That means one of us acts as the decoy. Henry, I need you to take care of Noon and Emma. Noon, I'm going to buy you all the time you need to get this done. All I ask is for you to unlock all the doors. And Emma, stay out of Henry and Noon's way. I don't have much time, so I'll be going now. Yeah, I was going to say, she's probably kind of useless to here, so if she just sits there in the corner, that would be good. I appreciate the sentiment, Henry, but I need you to stay here and keep them safe in case anything happens. Besides, you already had your right arm blown off and your ribs broken. Even though you can be healed, I don't want you overdoing it anymore. I'll be fine. Forgive me, Henry, I leave the rest to you. Abel, you idiot. I will never forgive you if you die out there. We will be okay, my brothers. I'm so sick of seeing your ugly mug. Come on, freak, you've got to deal with me first. Nunny? Okay, it's now or never. All I have to do is hold out until the doors are unlocked. I actually took matters into my own hands, but I wasted it on being a decoy. I really am a damn idiot. Intrusion detected. We are locking all the shutters in A1. Hey, God, Buddha, Goddess, or whatever you might be out there. You know, whatever that mood strikes you, or whenever that mood strikes you, can you make sure all of us make it out of here alive? Escape from DO33 until the allotted time passes. Right, this'll give you a chuckle. You need to just kind of run away from it until the time expires, but obviously as you can see it tries to take the most like direct path to you, but you can abuse that and just kind of wait here. We speedrunners now, boys. Either this monster's moving slower than it was before, or I'm going crazy. If this pace keeps up, I'll have this in the bag. Well, considering it just being subjected to a few blows from Henry, crushed by a press machine, and then dropped from a great height, even a monster like that can't walk away from all that unscathed. I guess break time's over. Come on and bring it, you freak of nature. Catch me if you can. Right, this one's actually harder because it doesn't fall for the same trick as before. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it does do that, but then it has these like spasm sort of movements where it moves in like an undisclosed sort of direction, and you don't control that. And if the spasmic sort of movements that it has makes it go closer to you, then it will obviously follow that route. This seems like a decent sort of spot to keep an eye on what it's doing. I'm gonna move up to this one actually, because that one down at the bottom you have less leeway for movement because a bit of the path's broken. Damn it, that monster suddenly got faster. Hold out till the time passes. This time you can do the same as what you do the first time. Right, and then it does... does a pit stop. I'm getting pretty tired. Noon, how much longer does she need? Able. Wait, it's coming from the... I mean, Noon's true body. Wait, why is it on me? We can talk about that later. Listen carefully. I've finished unlocking the doors. That's great news, Noon. There is one last thing, but only you can do it. What's that? There are 9 switches you have to press. Or there are 9 switches by you have to manually... You can probably guess what this is. The only problem here is that they are all like on that outside sort of track, and it's still following you, and then occasionally it will do that like full lap round the outside, which makes it kinda hard to know where to go, particularly because you can't see it all the time. Yeah, that's too close. That's too close. Where is the last switch? Oh god. As soon as I seen it wasn't in the corner, I was like, oh shit. It's already doing the look. Abel, are you alright? I'm still alive. But I did it now. I pressed all the switches. Yes, I confirmed it. Now follow us, Abel. Abel, all the doors to the exit are now open. Let us get out of here. I'm all for getting the hell out of this place. What do we do about the monster? If it gets out, it will pose a danger to the capital. There has to be something we can do, right? My apologies, but I do not think there is a way. So there's nothing we can do. It is better to run away than to die in here. Now what do we do? If we escape without giving it any thought, we'll be bringing the monster out with us. I've been asking myself how they managed to keep a monster like this contained inside the building up to this point. Is there some kind of trick to it that Oliver's been employing? Regardless, as it stands now, Noon's currently overwhelmed and Henry's already proven to be not much against it either. We could knock it down to the depths, but it would just climb up again. Not to mention it'll be a lot of work and likely put us all at risk to merely knock it down below in the first place. Is there anything else we can do? Damn, I guess we're screwed, huh? Yeah. Run for the exit. Henry, come on. What are you thinking of doing? I didn't realise there was a button there. Great, that'll buy us some time. Let's get out of here while we still can. Do you want me to help you? Look, what am I saying? You've got an idea, so of course you need all the help you can get. But we're running out of time. What do you want me to do? Not gonna lie, I was waiting for Emma to fall. Imagine. Falls at the final hurdle. Just falls over a shoelace. Got it. These gas canisters over here. Oh, I get it now. You want us to put these in front of the shutters. Let's do this. Excuse me. It's heavy. Okay, heave ho. Last ones. Finally, they're all in place. Now what do we do, Henry? We get away from here? I don't get it, but okay. Let's get out of here. Take a shot anytime Emma gets into trouble. Last one to die of alcohol poisoning wins. Get good, scrub. Some month, some day of some year at 7 in the morning. On that day, a cloud of black smoke rose into the morning sky above the royal capital. Oh, Jesus. A series of explosions destroyed the entrance where we escaped. Now no one could get in or come out. It was during this same time, the royal capital knights who were tasked to subjugate the giant spiders saw the black smoke and they decided to rush over. They surrounded the building once they got there. Apparently it seems no one was allowed to go inside due to pressure from the upper echelons of the city. Later, the giant spider infestation that occurred in the slum district became well known to the public when several members of the upper class were implicated as potential suspects behind the attacks. Naturally, it's all a ploy by the upper echelons to convince the commoners they weren't doing anything. Because the four of us know who is truly the mastermind behind all of it, Oliver G. Lobelia. His name never once appeared to the public, not even rumours of his existence were uttered. Several hours had passed since the black smoke started to rise. We managed to arrive at a shelter in a deserted downtown location without anyone seeing us. Of course, we'd already procured some clothes for noon, thank Christ. The upper echelons will want to erase this truth from existence if anyone knew it. That's why we were convinced our lives would be in danger. Apparently, at the same time when Noon stopped D044, she also deleted all the footage and stopped the security cameras from operating. As a result, I could return to my everyday mundane life, just as soon as the turmoil of the incident subsided. The royal capital itself was unscathed, thanks to the might of the knights, so its citizens were able to return to normal lives without a second thought. However, I later found out the slums had suffered a great deal of damage. That said, I think it's a miracle we survived from the deep malice of Purgatory and escaped. I do not know how the people behind Lobelia are faring through this all. It may appear to them as though they lost one of their executives amidst the chaos, especially when there are still many other executives within Lobelia in the same position as all are. So the experiments behind making demons is likely far from over. I know that somewhere out there in this world there are countless people who are becoming victims to their malice, and that is why I truly believe that they know nothing but endless malice. Yeah, boy. GG. I'll skim through these somewhat quickly. This was a bewitching experience, lovely game, what I got to see was wonderful. The third game's already confirmed. Like Purgatory 3 has already been announced by the creator. And also a spin-off game called Purgatory X, which I know literally nothing about other than it's apparently being made. Really? Yes, you can check their Twitter. They have like a teaser image from it uploaded. Great game. Yes. It is a very good game. Super strong entry to the like RPG Maker horror games. Count me in when you stream it if you will. Oh, I absolutely will. It might be a long time till it gets released, but I will 100% stream it. There's going to be more, at least another 2, based on what we know so far. The next day at 11 in the morning. So, you guys called me out here. What kind of gathering is this? Abel, you made it. Is this a meeting for demons only, or is this a girls' outing? But wait, I'm here, so maybe a co-ed party? I've never been to a co-ed party before, so can I go home now? Absolutely not. It was cancelled today due to all the chaos yesterday, so I need to go home and stud. Absolutely not. I'm tired from everything that happened yesterday, so absolutely not. My bad. You know, I actually left my wallet at home, and that's obviously a lie. Even if it were true, Enry's covering for us anyway. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their creator with unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That Tuskit, you cannot run from us demons. God damn it. So go ahead and have a seat. Fine. But I don't want to be social. So, what do you guys want to talk to me about, since you pulled me into this restaurant and all? Actually, I think I might know. Does it have something to do with Lobelia? That is always a concern, but it's not quite like that. If that's the case, does it have something to do with Emma? Did something happen? How aware are you of her situation? All I know is that after we made it out of there and our stay at the shelter yesterday, I just totally crashed. So what I know is very little. I heard Emma was taken straight to the Noble Hospital, but that's the extent of what I heard. I don't know anything more than that. Allow me to tell you what transpired yesterday. Oh, that girl. She was actually injected with some specialisation model type of demon cells from D038. Oh, you might actually have been onto something then, Royal. Hold on, just what does that mean? Is that a bad thing? Relax. Last night, on that evening we escaped, Henry and I snuck into the hospital and met with her. That's when I took all the demon cells in her body. How good. Is that so? Then I'm glad you did that. So what would have happened to Emma if we just left those cells in there? That girl would have become a D-type. Seriously? Big nanny. Just as I thought, Oliver's malice really knows no bounds. It disgusts me. And what about Lobelia itself? What's going to happen to the place now that we've escaped? I'm certain Lobelia will be making some sort of move. I could not hazard a guess as to what that is. However, I can tell you that upper echelons within the Royal Capital are quickly mobilising to respond. As for the building we escaped from, that area has become strictly off limits, so no one can get near it. I see. It's starting to look like this country and Lobelia are really in cahoots with each other, isn't it? I'm sure of it. Figures. It's based solely on conjecture, but due to Oliver attempting to bring me to the surface in order to destroy the entire kingdom, I'm convinced Lobelia had already abandoned the Royal Capital. Yeah, that's a high probability. Then, is there anything we should be doing on our end? Not particularly. I've already dealt with any evidence that could be used to identify us or end up being a hindrance to us. So the possibility of this country coming after us is close to nil. That's good to hear. To be honest, that was one of my biggest worries. That reminds me. I guess there's nothing wrong with me going back to my regular routine, as if nothing ever happened. That is so like you, Abel. Come to think of it, Noon, you don't have a place to live. How about you stay with Henry? What about the slums? The place Henry lived up till now was in the slum district. Now with the spiders occupying the area, no one can go near it. In addition, it seems that underground tunnels are buried under large masses of flesh. That is impassable. Damn, sorry to hear that. If we are to believe them, the Royal Capital Knights are preparing to exterminate the area, but we do not know how long that will take. And how about the Royal Capital? It's doing alright. I've heard they've mobilised a lot of troops. I see. Now you mention it, I think I saw an article about it in today's morning paper, but I didn't have much time to read it. So getting back to our previous topic, where will you live, Noon? About that, I actually have a great idea. What's the idea of yours? Eat. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? In the back alley of the Royal Capital. What the heck is this place? Bruh. A face that says 1,000 words. Ta-da. Noon's speciality pharmacy. My very own apothecary shop. I figured if I open a shop here, all our money problems will be solved. I have just one question. How did you get this place? It was a vacant house. That's called squatting. Now this brings more questions. Do you have a permit to sell goods? Do you have a license to practice medicine? And do you know the particulars of the drugs you're selling? I do not have a seller's permit, and I'm not a licensed pharmacist either. As for the drugs, my cells will be incorporated into them. They will instill the taker with super strong antibodies, yet they are also super safe to... Well, I saw nothing and heard nothing. Time to go home. Get out of my way. I don't want to be involved in this. It's going to be alright. Soon, please, I'm begging you. I don't want to be an accomplice. Henry. Ah. Et tu, Henry? Please let me go. She's too strong. I'm scared. Hehe. Now then, Abel. Let us go inside. Henry, noon. I won't forget this betrayal. It's treason then. Looks good. I was so busy yesterday I have not really got anything set up yet. You dragged me all this way to show me this. So this ended up being a waste of my time. Well then, welcome to my shop. Please feel free to look around. Or something like that, hehe. Not a care in the world, even though what you're doing is illegal. Well, if anything, maybe we could use this as a base of operations. Yes, I think so too. The location is not bad. It should serve well as a place for base activities. Just be careful not to get shut down by the Knights. I can handle them, no problem. I'm still a bit worried. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, don't be afraid to ask, though I'm not sure how I'd be of any use. Now then, how are things going with you, Henry? Everything's fine on your end? That reminds me, I actually don't know anything about Henry. I could start by asking her about her family. Maybe I shouldn't, might be considered improper. Well then, what should I do? I think I can just leave. Henry. There's so many questions I want to ask, but is now a good time? It's hard for me to read what a person's thinking without asking them a question first. Even more so in Henry's case, who cannot speak. I have to rely on visual cues such as eye contact, facial expressions, movements and breathing. It's harder than it sounds. Would have been easier if I were an Esper and had telepathic powers. Hey, Noon. Yes? I have a question. Where did you get the money to do this? Henry lent me it. Henry? Is she loaded or something? Seems like it. How does Henry have the means to obtain that much money? Well, let's make an exit. Are you going back home already, Abel? Actually, before I do that, Henry, would you come with me for a moment? Where are you two going? Oh, Noon. Would you like to come along too? I'll catch up with you two later. Okay, but would you know where to go? My cells are inside Henry. I will always know where she will be at. I see. Well then. Alright, Henry, sorry to ask this, but could you lead the way? That's ominous. 2:30 PM. So, this is your parents' home, huh? As I recall, the head of this house is Lord 2M Louvre. That would make Henry a noble as well. And speaking of house livery, that's because there's something I'd like to check out. Do you mind if I come inside? Thanks. Where is everyone? What? This entire place is empty. And where are your parents? So you don't know. You want us to go to your old room? Sure, it's better than standing around here. Shall we go? unbelievable carpet. So this is your old room. Oh, that's right. Let me tell you why I wanted to come here. I would like to personally speak to your father, Lord Louvre, but there's not much I can do if he's not here. So, Henry. So I've heard House Louvre's reputation has fallen low amongst the other nobles. However, the militant noble house has been widely known among the commoners as being an upright traditional family, until 6 years ago. You're right. During that time, all the projects that most of the nobles, including House Louvre, were working on were stopped at about the same time. This information was published in the Royal Capital's newspaper 6 years ago. I have no idea what was going on at the time, but it's not hard to imagine what the cause was after seeing what was happening underground. Yeah, I don't know what's going on just now. Yeah, 6 years ago, Lobelia launched their full-scale operation and tried to get their hands on as many nobles as they could. Does that seem right to you? However, not all the nobles were willing to join ranks with Lobelia. House Louvre, for one. Even now, they haven't been consumed by Lobelia. Isn't that right? I'm glad to hear that. By the way, when you said your parents aren't here, you meant any parental figure at all, right? I see, just as I thought. Do not fear, for I am here. Noon, you're here as well. I was bored being by myself, and that is why I am here. You had some time to kill her. It's not just I had time to kill, it was just I had nothing to do. That's literally what some time to kill means. But it's good that you came, we were just in the middle of a conversation. So, let me try starting from the beginning so you can get. No need for that, I was listening to the entire conversation through Henry. What? Have I not told you before? I can sense what Henry is feeling, seeing, hearing, tasting and smelling. Everything gets transmitted to me. Haven't you ever heard of the Privacy Act? And, shall we continue our conversation? If Henry's parents aren't around, there's no point in continuing this topic. For now, I want to summarise your current situation. Let me say that as of now, despite setbacks, the Royal Capital is still under the thumb of Lobelia loyalists. After seeing what was happening below ground, I don't think it's an unreasonable leap to make that conclusion. There's no question that this evil organisation repeatedly conducts inhumane experiments, so the biggest problem we have is the Royal Capital. If Lobelia has been conducting such experiments right beneath the city, then the conclusion that we must draw is that the Royal Capital must condone such acts, right? And furthermore, it's a known fact that criminals from all over the world are being brought here. Even now, I don't know for sure what's going on, but based on the extreme lengths the city is willing to go to for Lobelia's benefit, it's a safe assumption that Lobelia has all but absorbed the Royal Capital into their organisation. That's what I think the current city state, or the current state of the city is like. I can't even guess what the nobles are currently thinking. This is too much reading for one day, but we're so nearly done. That's it for that topic, so now we need to decide what we're going to do. The way I see it, we have 3 options in front of us. First option is to fight Lobelia, second is to pretend nothing happened, and the third is to flee the capital. To put it simply, it is putting it super simply. As for me, I'm leaving the Royal Capital far behind me. I don't plan to die until I'm a nice, ripe old age. Then I will fight Lobelia. You too, Henry. Then we are on the same team. Hurry. It's 2 votes against 1. That means we're going to fight. Abel, join us in our battle. Hold on a moment. Who said anything about majority rules? Also, don't make my decisions for me. No sweat, super complicated decisions like this are best decided on a whim. Our life's hang in the balance here. This is exactly the sort of decision that isn't made on a whim. Besides, if we do choose to fight Lobelia, what even are our odds of winning? Who knows? So not only have you not bothered to calculate our odds, but you haven't even formed a plan of any sort at all. Thanks a whole lot for nothing, damn it. Hehe. You're correct, I honestly have no idea what will happen. But we will be in this together, Henry. You two sure are motivated. Naturally. Are you both serious about this? Well, it looks like you put me in quite a predicament. You know what? I think I got it. I'll be so busy helping the two out there. I'll be so busy helping the two of you out there I'll be so busy helping the two of you out that there won't be an opportunity for me to die. Finally, we cracked it. As thanks to both of you for saving my hide countless times. I'll stick by you as much as I can. Hooray, 3 cheers for Abel. I feel like I've made a grave error in my life choices. What's going to happen to me now? If only there were a simpler way to handle this. Like we could just brainwash the important figures of the capital. That'd make it a cinch to get the information we need, along with giving us an easy way to manipulate the entire country. If we could somehow pull that off, I wonder what that would give us. Or I wonder if that would give us enough power and influence to crush Lobelia. With that, we'd be able to ensure world peace, right? Sorry, I was mumbling aloud to myself. If you need brainwashing, I think I'm able to achieve that. But on that day, I was reminded once more of the horrifying abilities of demons. Noon told us that she's going to enact a plan with her apothecary shop and raise its reputation to become extremely popular with the public. If the word spreads enough, even the nobles will take an interest in it. Once that happens, we'll have them all in the palm of our hands. Noon's specialty pharmacy will be in high demand among nobility. Once the medicine begins to spread to everyone, we'll only brainwash the key figures. That'll be that. Once everything is in place, it will signal the beginning of the war we'll wage between us and Lobelia. End 1. Preparations for the start of war. I don't remember how many endings there is. There's like 8. Something like that. Well, that was fun.